Died from a heroin overdose. He wants to set up a unique rehab centre in the middle of the Humber, and work finally got work underway today, as you can see with this dramatic airlift. And there's a warning tonight to parents who are tempted to let their children have a temporary tattoo. Henna tattoos are very popular this summer in Hull, and they're responsible for hundreds of crimes every year. Getting them off drugs is one of the biggest challenges facing the city. Now, one man thinks he's come up with a unique way to help addicts kick their habit. Philip Ball wants to set up a treatment centre in the middle of the Humber. Matt Richards has this exclusive story.
Transforming this derelict defence into an island of hope. That's the mission of these charity workers arriving at Bullsand Fort today. They believe its remote setting right in the centre of the Humber makes it perfect to become one of Europe's largest drug rehabilitation centres. The project's being led by Philip Ball. He lost his own son to a drugs overdose and since then has been looking for a way to help others. This, he thinks, is it.
Once you're here, you're here. You're here for 30 days. There's no number 9 bus running by the front door. There's nobody here to tempt you. This is a bit of time for yourself. It's not a prison. It's an island of hope for you to get your life back.
It was nearly 10 years ago when Philip's charity, Streetwise, bought the site for £20,000. Since then, they've been battling tirelessly to get the project underway. And just recently, the practical work has begun. But today saw a landmark moment. 3 huge generators were dropped onto the roof by helicopter, a delicate and dramatic operation performed for them by the RAF.
And of course the dropping of these 3 generators now marks an important turning point for the restoration. It means they'll now have the power for the lights and the tools to get the work properly started.
And the scale of that work is breathtaking. At one stage, 200 men were stationed here, but in 1956 the place was abandoned and only the pigeons have remained.
Go away, stop it.
Philip took me on a tour.
This is a searchlight station here. The searchlights were run on gas, and these are the 2 beds for the operatives. This says men's ablutions. I didn't know there was any women here at all, which is quite interesting. So they must have had women at some stage on here. I actually asked British Telecom if they would reconnect the telephones. I'm afraid they weren't very obliging.
Today was just the beginning of a very long process for these men and women, and while breathing new life into this crumbling place may seem incredibly daunting, they're convinced it's worth it.
I suppose I'd look at it when it's all done and it's all working, and I'll see some happy faces. That's what I'm looking for, happy faces. People to know that they've got a new life.
So the work is getting underway, but so is a debate as to whether island living is really the best way to treat those with drug problems. And living here must surely be as isolated as it gets.